Hey guys, what is up? Today I will be giving you guys a full guide for how to ship, list, and package cards in 2026. This is the way that I've been doing it for at least a year now. It's been the most efficient way for me, and it does not use a lot of supplies and materials. So I hope you enjoy it. A video of me packaging cards while I walk you through how to do it and what supplies you need. And yeah, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so first I'm going to show you guys how to list and do the shipping for your under $20 cards on eBay. For your under $20 cards, you're going to want to use the eBay standard envelope option. Now we're going to take a look at the weight of the package. You can find the weight of your package by using a standard kitchen scale or any scale you find around the house that can measure in ounces. You want to be careful when listing items because if you list it with the wrong weight, USPS may not ship it out to your buyer and you may get negative feedback or have to refund the buyer. As you can see here, lowering the weight of the item allows for the shipping to be cheaper, which lets your cards sell faster. I like to do 1 ounce for smaller cards and 3 ounces for bigger cards such as patch cards. Getting the weight is the only part that you can really mess up, so you have to make sure that you're really careful. Next, I'm going to show you your over $20 non-graded cards. These cards, you're going to select the USPS parcel option. The shipping on these is usually around $5, and you don't want to change anything about the weight. If you have a package that's more heavy, then you're going to want to increase the weight from 3 ounces to however much your package weighs. But otherwise, you can list it just like this. Finally, we have the graded cards. These are very similar to the other cards because you're probably not going to change the weight of the package. If you ever want to ship out any sports cards lots, you're going to want to measure the lot as a whole as well as the packing supplies that you're using. If you're able to, you can just fit the cards into a standard bubble mailer and ship it like that. Otherwise, you're able to use a small cardboard box. You can put all your cards in there with some bubble wrap or packing paper. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys the supplies you need and how to ship your under $20 card. I have this Anthony Edwards card here. The supplies you're going to need is a standard envelope. This can be an envelope of any kind, and you can find them on Amazon. You're also going to need painter's tape to seal your card off to make sure it doesn't fall out of the top loader, as well as scotch tape. You'll also need a piece of paper to keep the card secure when it's in the envelope. There are multiple different ways to ship cards, but this is the way I prefer, and I think it's the best way for me, and it uses supplies that are the cheapest. So your first step is to take just a small piece of painter's tape off the top like this. You're then going to take that piece of painter's tape and put it on top of the card. This is to make sure that the card does not fall out of the top loader while it's in the envelope and being shipped to your buyer. For the next step, we're going to fully package the card up with a piece of paper. You're going to want to put your card on the edge of the paper and then fold around it until you have the card fully covered. Crease the edge down so it's all the way flat and you're able to tape your card up. You're then going to want to take a small piece of scotch tape and tape this end down. You're then going to take 2 more pieces of scotch tape and take both ends of the paper down. This will make sure your card is fully secured in the paper, and this paper adds an extra layer of protection while it's in the envelope. To protect your card while it's in the envelope, you're going to always want to put a penny sleeve on it. And after that, you can either use a top loader or a card saver 1. It does not matter which one you use. All supplies will be linked in the description. All that matters is that you package it up nice and secure to make sure that the card does not get damaged. Any damage done to the card during shipping could result in negative feedback or having to refund the customer. The next step is to get your shipping label. To get your shipping label, you can either use a standard printer or a lot of eBay sellers use a thermal printer. Thermal printers are often less money to buy and maintain. If you do use a regular printer, you will have to cut out your shipping label and tape it down on the front of the envelope with scotch tape. You want to make sure the shipping label is nice and secure, so make sure you use lots of scotch tape. After that, Close the envelope and you're good to go. Next up is your over $20 cards. These cards are oftentimes the most complicated to ship. However, you're going to start it out very similar to your under $20 cards. The supplies you'll need is Scotch tape, painter's tape, a regular bubble mailer, your shipping label, and 2 pieces of cardboard-like plastic. You can buy these on Amazon, or you can take any cardboard box and cut out pieces to around the same size. As long as they protect your card, it does not matter what they look like or what they're made out of. When I print my shipping labels, I usually use a printer, which takes a full sheet of paper. So I like to cut out this big empty white space and use it to protect my card. You're going to want to start out this one the same by taking a piece of Scotch tape and covering the top of your card. Again, since this is raw, you can either use a Card Saver 1 or a top loader. It doesn't matter. Next up, you're going to keep your card on the edge of the paper again and roll it over until you can put a piece of Scotch tape on the other side to keep it secure. Next, you're going to want to fold over either side of the piece of paper and secure it down with Scotch tape, like you did with a $20 card. Now, you're going to take this bundled up card and put it in between your 2 pieces of cardboard or your 2 card protectors. After you have it in between your 2 pieces of cardboard, you're going to want to put Scotch tape on all 4 sides. This will keep the bundle secure and it won't let your card fall out. This extra layer of protection just allows for your card not to get damaged while being shipped. After this is fully ready, you can put your bundle inside of the bubble mailer. Now, you can take the protective piece of plastic off of the sticky part of the bubble mailer and close your bubble mailer up. You can now finish cutting out your shipping label and you can tape it on to the front of your bubble mailer using Scotch tape. When you cut out your shipping label, you want to make sure that you keep all the parts that are printed on it intact. Don't cut anything like QR codes off of it, because that can interfere with the shipping process. And now you have your card fully ready to be shipped out to your buyer. Finally, I'll show you how to ship PSA slabs or slabs of any kind. This is the most simple process and requires the least materials. All you need is Scotch tape, a piece of paper, and a bubble mailer. You start out by folding up your card the same way that you did with the other two cards. Place Scotch tape on all 3 cards of this piece of paper to keep your card secure. After that, you can take your card and put it right in the bubble mailer. You don't need as much protection because the bubble mailer does a really good job of protecting the card, and the PSA slab is very strong, so it's hard for your card to get damaged while being shipped. If you feel the need, you can cut out a piece of cardboard, the same that you did with the other card, to make sure that it's super secure while it's in the bubble mailer and does not get damaged at all, but it won't matter too much. After you've done all that, you can put your shipping label on the outside the same way that you did with the over $20 card. Tape it down with Scotch tape, and your package is all ready to go.